as you all liked the Cooking with Meg episode, I thought that I would create for it to be a more regular thing. So today we're going to talk around how batch cooking can actually be, or bulk cooking, however you want to call it, can be very simple and obviously extremely effective. If you want to do it cooked weight when it comes to your process, do what you want. This is for the people who want to do it raw weight. I've always done it raw weight. It's how my first diet plan was ever set up when I first started bodybuilding. And for me personally, when I was competing, it was, and still is to this day, in my opinion, the most accurate way of getting the most out of your process. When it comes to someone who is a non-competitor, so not looking to compete, am I saying that you need to cook your foods raw? No, because the small little discrepancies don't really matter. If you are a competitor and you would prefer to go with cook weight, do you? Because I'm not telling you that it's wrong or that the way that I do it is better. I am just here to show you how to do it and the reasons why I personally did that, because I can't talk about for anyone else in their own breaths as to what they do. So do you? But this, in my opinion, is the most accurate way. If you are a competitor, accuracy is the part of bodybuilding. If you want to make the most out of getting lean, growing, etc., you are accurate with everything. So why not just be super accurate when it comes to your foods? So today I'm cooking some rice. We've got my rice cooker. If you're a bodybuilder and you're cooking for 6 meals a day, what they called air fryers, rice cookers are literally your best friends, because it's easy, it tastes decent, it's simple, and they're great appliances. You don't have to get the big fancy branded ones. You can just get them from your local grocery store or supermarket or appliance store and get the cheapest one if you want to. Don't know how long they'd last, but yeah, I mean, they're not the most expensive things. If you don't want to, you just want to use the old hob method, absolutely fine. I mean, this pretty much works for everything. So we start with the raw weight rice. Here we've got some Thai jasmine. I have today 250 grams worth of raw weight rice. I am on a refeed. That is not my usual 2 portions for today. Today is a rest day. There is usually 0 rice. So you're getting it on a good day. Probably why I'm doing a video, because I'm in a good mood. No, I'm kidding. I don't mind. So we've got 250 grams. I'm also going to go through, if it wasn't 2 portions and it was 3 portions, how it is still very simple to do. Doesn't matter if it's not the same portions, you can still do batch cooking. But essentially, I need 250 grams today. So I'm going to put 250 grams of raw weight rice in my tub. I actually usually put like 5 grams extra, only because, and that only goes for rice, because when I wash it in the sink, I'm likely going to lose a couple of little grains. And again, we want accuracy. So we're just going to add a little bit extra into it. We've got 205 grams right here in my little container. I've got the precision scales, so extremely annoying because they're very sensitive. I'm going to put this away, because how you do something is how you do everything, including cleaning up. So we've got 205 grams there on the scales. Now we're going to wash the rice. This is not my good side, so you're getting me on my not good side. So I'm going to wash the rice. The reason that we wash the rice is simply to get rid of all the starch and shit that gets on it, so that it can be nice and pure. It also means that it doesn't go super stodgy and sticky and mushy. If you leave all the starch on it, it does go very mushy. So if you've got mushy rice, make sure you wash it, just to make sure that you've got all of the rubbish bits off it, so that you can have some lovely, jubbly, fluffy, but clean rice. So that is the rice washed. all in here. The water is nice and clear, and you can't really see it, you can just see the dreggles. When it comes to water to rice ratio, because everybody asks that question, you'll figure out what's good for you in time. But if you have your amount of grams of rice times that by 1.5, put that amount of water in it and it comes out perfect. Gordon Ramsay has that as his breakdown of how to make perfect rice online, so I'm not causing a scene. That is simply how you do it. So we are now going to cook the rice. And that is the rice cooked. So now what we're going to do, very simply, is take out the rice from the rice cooker, put obviously the scales on 0, and then we are going to weigh out the rice. Now that we have weighed out the rice, we're going to evenly distribute that into Tupperwares that I will obviously utilise when it comes to having my individual meals. In those Tupperwares already is my vegetables and my chicken that are already pre-distributed into there as well. So that's my rice evenly distributed into both Tupperwares that I will utilise, pop on the pan, or if I wasn't going to be able to put it on the pan, I'd just take it with me as it is, or put it in the microwave if I was going somewhere. Nice and simple. Rice tastes nice. It's easy, it's simple, it's a quick digesting carb, especially if you are a bodybuilder and you're eating quite frequently throughout the day. You probably want to utilise things that do flush through you quite well. So not too much, but just enough. So if you were to have a batch cook or a bulk cook of rice that was 100 grams for the day, and you needed a portion of 60 and a portion of 40, it's very simple. You'd do raw weight 100 gram rice, cook it, take it out, weigh it. That portion, that cooked weight portion, you would divide it by 10. That would give you a 10 gram portion. If you needed 60 grams, you would times that by 6. That would give you your 60 grams worth of raw weight rice portion. The rest of it would be the 40 grams, so you can distribute it. Again, you can see how that's a trend. You could do that for 500 grams, 700 grams, etc. And it doesn't actually need to just be rice. That could be anything, meat, vegetables, etc. Which is obviously extremely helpful, because not all of us have time to be able to stand and cook a meal individually each time. Some people might. Some people get the meal prep companies that cook for them. Some people don't have the luxury of that. We don't have the luxury of that, so we do it ourselves. But we don't have the time to be in here all day making individual meals each time. We've got work to do, our own training to do, etc. So things that are simple and efficient, like bulk cooking, will always be really helpful. So I'm going to actually show you what I do with my other sources of foods. So what you've just seen me do for rice, I do it for everything. Chicken, raw weight, cook it, divide it by the amount. It gives you the portion of 10 grams, 100 grams of the chicken. If I only needed 75 grams, the 100 gram portion, I would just times it by 7.5. And then I always put it on our board so that when Kuba needs it as well, he can utilise that amount as well. Just makes it nice and effective. I pre-cook or pre-chop all of our vegetables and pop it in the fridge. There'll be about 3-day portion worth of those for 2 bodybuilders. And then the other one is things like fruits. So here there is pineapple chopped up. However, each pineapple chunk is 50 grams. It's easy then to be able to just grab it as you go to make things nice and effective. Organisation is the key to becoming a great bodybuilder. Things like bulk cooking, really easy to be able to do. When you go abroad, then it means that you can put it in Ziploc bags, take it with you, so that when you first get to wherever it is that you are based, you're not rushing to a supermarket, etc. As we go throughout Kuba's time that he's going to be competing in September, I will take you through travel and food prep as well, because I feel like having that education there for bodybuilders and people who want to do bodybuilding and maybe find it a little bit overwhelming or don't really know how to do it to begin with, I think it'd be good. I remember when I first started, I used to use chicken and sweet potato. That was the only thing that I got given on my meal plan. And I used to create it in a big silver foil thing that I'd put in the oven. So just a tray bake. And each portion was in one little section on this tray. I mean, it was very boring, but it was effective, and it taught me to bulk cook-ish to begin with. So that's what I do. Hopefully it helps anybody. If you've got anything else that you'd like me to cover to help and support you with your process, comment below and comment Meals with Meg.